think that you believe naturally that when you visit France, you will find top quality croissant everywhere, remind one thing.
My name is Greg, and you are watching a mini episode of my series AI.Roadtrip. I am in Paris, and I want the AI to tell me where is the best croissant in Paris. I know, controversial. I don't have an autonomous vehicle today, but I am trying something new. I'm going to use Google's Gemini Advanced, which is their version of ChatGPT, basically with some advanced features, including a mapping option. So I will be using that Gemini Advanced, take me directly to the best croissant in Paris. I apologize now to the French people, both for this series and my accent. Let's go. Okay, POV, you're in Gemini Advanced. I asked it, okay, I need your help. Where can I get the single best croissant in Paris? And it's thinking. It gave me a couple options here, but I asked for one. What I did like is that within the app, you can look up things like TripAdvisor without leaving. That's actually really cool. That's great, but I asked for the single best. Give me one option, I say. And it says, absolutely. I recommend Dupont et des Idées. It gives me an address. They're famous for their beautifully crafted flaky croissants and have a reputation for some of the best in the city. Plus, they offer a unique flavor combination with their classic escargot snail shape. It should have mapped this for me, but it didn't. So map it for me, please, I tell it. It is integrated into Google Maps, and it gives you the map straight in the app. This is really cool. So I can just look at this, and I asked for directions. It moved me to Google Maps. That's great. It's 28 minutes away. Great. 28 minutes later. Okay, we are here at Dupont et des Idées, the home of the best croissant in Paris, according to Google Gemini. I love the exterior. Let's see how it is. Inside was everything I thought it would be. There's small batches of homemade pastries. It's a small shop run by a family. It was actually pretty crowded with locals the entire time I was here, which I felt like was a great sign. And the owner was out talking to people on the street, so I thought I'd have a chat with him. I met the owner. I'm here with the owner. What's her name?
Hi, I'm Christophe Vasseur, the owner and chief baker and Mozart behind all that. Honestly, there are a few tips you should know about croissant making, because you think that you believe naturally that when you visit France, you will find top quality croissant everywhere. Remind one thing. 90% of the croissant you will buy at craft bakeries are industrially made, industrially processed. In 98% of the cases, it's a croissant which is made in 2 hours. To make a good croissant, first you make a dough, a mother dough, which has to fermentate for 1 day, not like 2 hours. And then you fold it, you stretch it, you fold it, you put the butter, you fold it. And at the end, the day after, you may bake it. So 2 days, not 2 hours. And using like here, top quality ingredients like organic flour, organic eggs, organic milk.
You can definitely tell when you're eating the croissants here, they're just so rich. They're so much more full.
Yeah, more flavor, but flavor doesn't mean it's only butter.
Yeah.
Because fermentation, just like wine, it's raisin, right? It's grape juice, but after a while it has fermented alcohol in time. Then you have a lot of like fruity flavor.
Yeah.
Same thing with croissant. Croissant, it shall not taste and smell only butter. Butter a little bit, but a lot of other things.
I noticed that. That's amazing.
That job behind croissant making has vanished. It's been 2 generations. It's no longer taught in schools. There are no longer schools where you can learn how to make top quality croissant.
Well, thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
Okay. This is my croissant mukbang unboxing. So I got a regular croissant, of course, pain au chocolat, which they call the chocolatine. Gemini mentioned their escargot croissants. So I was thinking it was like a little snail shell or something, but this is actually what they meant. These are what they're famous for. So this escargot is chocolate matcha. I think this one is almond, and this is a fruit one. Okay. Oh, and this. I didn't get the name. I know it's more than just a croissant, but let's start with the croissant first of all. Already I can tell this thing can barely hold itself together in the best way. So I just feel like this is going to be really good. It's extremely flaky. It doesn't feel hollow at all. It feels so full compared to average croissants. Very, very soft. This does feel more like bread. It's a little sweet. It's sweeter than most, but only a tiny bit. Is this the best croissant I've ever had in my life? Yes. Okay, let's try some other ones. People are laughing at me on the street, by the way. Here's the chocolatine. This is usually my favorite to get. Oh my god. This is heavenly. Can't even keep this together. Look how it just flakes off. The chocolate is so rich. The pastry is just as good as the croissant. But let's keep going. We have a lot to try here. This is the mystery one. It was kind of a fever dream when I was in there, so I just got this because it looked like a snail, and I thought I was getting a snail thing. Very good. It has like an apple filling, so it's kind of like it's like an apple pie. It's great. Now let's try their famous escargot croissants. This is the matcha chocolate. It's delicious. It's subtle. The focus is on the pastry, but the matcha and the chocolate are obviously there. Let's try the almond. This is amazing. With these escargot, it gets more intense as you get to the center. So I'm biting the outside and they're not as intense as the middle, but absolutely phenomenal. And the fruit. This is my favorite of the escargot. It's such a nice balance with the pastry. Even though all of these are different, there's a clear emphasis on the pastry, and you see that in all of these, even when it's fruit heavy, matcha heavy. So what do you guys think? Does this look like the best croissant you've ever seen? You tell me, but I'm loving it. Would you come here for the best croissant if you were in Paris? I definitely recommend it. Okay, I'll see you next time.